Number 1. Most numbers are never named. Think about it. There are infinitely many numbers, right? An unending infinite line. But here's the catch. We only have a finite number of words to name them with. All the words in all the languages in the world will never be enough to keep up with the infinity of numbers. So, almost every number is literally unnameable. A unique number with no name, forever. And it makes you feel special, right? You have a name, most numbers don't. Number 2, you can add up infinitely many numbers and still get a finite result. Let's take the pie. Start with 1/2. Simple enough, right? Add a quarter, then an eighth, then a 16th. We can keep doing this forever, adding an infinite number of tiny, tiny pieces. And despite adding infinitely many pieces, you end up with 1, the whole pie, mind blown. Number 3, there are different sizes of infinity. Some infinities are bigger than others. Yes, really. Imagine a hotel with an infinite number of rooms and every single room is occupied. It's full. Now a new guest arrives. Can they get a room? You'd think no, but in an infinite hotel they can. You just move everyone up one room. The hotel was infinite, so there's always space. Infinite guests, infinite rooms, they match. But here's where it gets crazy. What if an infinite number of buses, each with an infinite number of guests, shows up? Can they all fit? Yes, because there are infinitely many, even in odd numbers. But this new infinity of guests is a bigger type of infinite. It's a larger infinity. Oh, some infinities are literally bigger than others. Math is weird and awesome. Follow for more. Number 4. A random number, it's almost surely irrational. Pick a number at random. Chances are it can't be written as a fraction. You know fractions, right? Clean, simple, perfectly cut. They make sense. But then there are the irrational numbers. Their decimals go on forever and ever, with no pattern, ever. It's infinite digital chaos. Here's the mind blow. In the infinite universe of numbers, fractions are like single, lonely stars in a cosmic ocean. They're basically non-existent. So, if you could pick any number at random, the chance you'd hit a fraction is almost 0. You'd be infinitely lucky. Easy, right? Math is wild. Number 5. Most real numbers can't be computed. They exist, but no algorithm can ever calculate them. We like to think of numbers as simple, like 1, 2, 3, but between any two numbers, there's an infinite sea of decimals. An algorithm is just a set of instructions, like a recipe. But for most numbers, their decimal expansion is completely random, like an infinite book written by monkeys. There's no pattern, no shortcut, no algorithm to ever finish writing them out. They are literally uncomputable. So in reality, the numbers we can actually compute are just a tiny, tiny fraction of all the numbers that exist. Easy, right? The universe of numbers is mostly unknown. Follow for more mind-blowing facts. Number 6. 1 is not a prime number. This one simple fact nearly broke math. Early mathematicians were like, come on, 1, just fit in. You're only divisible by yourself, that's the rule. But 1 was like, nah, I'm special. The problem? If 1 were prime, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic would be a mess. There would be infinitely many ways to factor every number. Math would be total chaos. Still, we got to make a tough call. 1 is not prime. It's something even more important. The unit. The building block from which all other numbers are made. But 1 isn't a loner or an outcast. It's the ultimate team player, holding everything together. And that is pretty awesome. Number 7. Negative numbers were once considered fake. For centuries, top mathematicians called them absurd and fictitious. Like, literally not real. Their logic, you can't have less than nothing. If you have 3 apples, you can't give away 5. It was a paradox. But then, people realized they're super useful for showing debt, temperatures below 0, and other less than nothing situations. For next time you ace that algebra test, remember, you're using a concept that once blew the minds of the greatest figures in history. Number 8. Math can prove its own limitations, but it can't prove everything else. Kinda awkward, right? Think of it like this. Math is so powerful, it can try to look at itself like a camera pointing at another camera. But when it does that, it creates a paradox. A statement that can neither be proven true nor false within math itself. In other words, math has an ego. It knows its own limits, but the universe, that's a whole other story. So, does that mean I still have to pay my taxes? Acting for a friend.
P contains every possible number sequence. Your birthday, your own number, your entire life story. I'll be in there. Because P is an irrational number, its segmental expansion is infinite and never repeats. In theory, every finite sequence of numbers must appear somewhere in P. This means the story of our hamster named Seven won a gold fish at a carnival. Oh, in 1997! Or also in there! That is weird. Have a nice day!
Number 10. You can't prove whether some math statements are true or false. They're undecidable, even if they sound simple. We're not talking about some crazy, super complex equation. We're talking about problems that sound so simple you'd think a child could solve them. It's like being stuck in a paradox with no way out. A yes or no question with no answer. In math, these are statements that live in the twilight zone. We can never know if they're true, and we can never know if they're false. They just are. But the next time someone says math is black and white, remember there's a whole lot of gray area where even the experts are guessing. They say fortune tellers can see the future, but they've got nothing on this. Number 11. Math can predict the future. Statistically speaking, of course. Ever wonder how they predict the weather? It's not magic, it's math. Computers crunch historical data to calculate the probability of every possible outcome. And those election polls? They're just fancy math problems, using samples of people to predict how the whole country will vote. Even the stock market. While it's super unpredictable, math helps investors calculate risks and make smarter bets. It's like a financial crystal ball. Math is everywhere, quietly predicting our world. And my calculations predict you'll hit that like and follow button. Am I right?
Number 12. Now, it's got with black hole before predicted. Yeah, you like that, right? While 50-50 were busy looking at the sky, a mathematician just calculated one into existence. 19 pivots, all Schwarzschild was playing around with Einstein's brand new theory of gravity. He wondered, what if a huge amount of mass was squeezed into an incredible fighting fate? It equations predicted a point of no return, a boundary where gravity is so slob, not even light can mistake. Black hole. And just like that, a mathematical ghost in equation became one of the universe's most terrifying real-life monsters. Remember, sometimes the most powerful get believe Einstein calculated.
Number 13. Math can describe things that don't exist.
Yep, you heard that right.
Mathematicians can just make stuff up on a page. Take this guy, Bernard Riemann. In the 1500s, he just casually invented a geometry for a universe with more than 3 dimensions. It was just a cool idea, a mathematical what if, a thing that didn't exist in reality, or so we thought. Then, in 1915, Einstein used Riemann's math to describe gravity. He predicted that massive objects could tear the fabric of space-time itself, creating a black hole. A thing so weird, we didn't even know if it was real. Until 2015, and we actually heard 2 of them colliding a billion light years away. So, MedApp, the ultimate tool for inventing the future, and then watching the universe say, oh, you have this. Problem solving got you down? Well, there's a fun fact to ruin your day. Number 14. Almost every problem you can think of is unsolvable. In a strict computational sense, we're talking about problems that no computer, no matter how powerful, can ever solve. It's like a cosmic magic ball that just keeps saying, undecidable. We can never know the answer, no matter how hard we try. This doesn't mean all problems are unsolvable. We can still calculate a history book. But the really interesting ones, a whole lot are out of our reach. So, the next time you're stuck on a puzzle, just remember, it's not you. It's literally impossible. Nap. Go outside and touch grass.
Number 15, nap isn't discovered or invented, it's both. And the death part, mathematicians are still arguing about it. Let's dive in. Teen discovery is nap is the language of the universe, saying to be found. Like the Pythagorean theorem is always true, even for cavemen. Teen invention argues math is just a human-made tool like a hammer or a really complicated app. He made it up to explain the world, and so, which is it? A fundamental truth of reality, or just a really good trick we came up with? Answer? Well, not sure. And that's the beautiful, pretty thing about math. It's a mystery we're all trying to solve.